Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2013 Sol Price School of Public Policy Commencement. I am Carol Rush, Associate Dean for Student Affairs. Please rise and welcome the class of 2013. The procession is now entering our venue. It is led by flag bearers Bryshawn Nellum, who carried the U.S. flag at the closing ceremony of the 2012 Olympics in London. He is carrying the U.S. flag. Michael Garagos, 2012-13 USC Student Body President, is carrying the California flag. Bradley Faruya, our valedictorian, and Jason Myers, President of the Undergraduates of Policy, Planning, and Development, are carrying the Price School flags. Following the flag bearers are the faculty, led by Dean Jack Knott, the faculty leadership, and our commencement speaker, Vice Dean Elizabeth Grady, Senior Associate Dean Genevieve Giuliano, Director of the Undergraduate Program, Professor David Sloan, and Faculty Council Chair Dan Masmanian, and commencement speaker Rick Caruso. Now entering the venue are the graduates.
On behalf of the USC Sol Price School of Public Policy, I welcome each and every one of you to our graduation ceremony for the class of 2013. My name is Jack Knott, and I'm the Dean of the USC Sol Price School of Public Policy. I want to offer my heartiest congratulations to the graduating class of 2013. Congratulations, 2013. It's my great pleasure to be with you here today on this momentous occasion as we celebrate this important milestone in your lives. And I'd like to begin by thanking all the parents, friends, and relatives for joining us, especially those who traveled a long distance. Last year, Connie Rice, the esteemed civil rights attorney, came to speak at our school, and she pointed out that scholars aren't born, they are raised. I couldn't agree more. Your support and encouragement have been essential to these graduates, and very much appreciated. So let's give a round of applause to our students' families, friends, and parents. I also want to thank and acknowledge our outstanding faculty and staff who have worked enormously hard to provide you with the best education possible. I would now like them all to stand, and let's acknowledge their commitment to all of our students, our faculty and staff. I'd also like to recognize a few people who have achieved special accomplishments this year, really remarkable accomplishments. And first, I would like to recognize Dr. David Sloan and Ms. Connie Rogers. Would David and Connie please come and join me here at the podium? David Sloan has served for the past 3 years as undergraduate program director. Under his leadership, the undergraduate curriculum was revised to best prepare our students for graduate study and for a professional career. He also led the development of innovative new research, capstone, and student conversation programs on policy and planning issues. So please join me in thanking Professor David Sloan for his tremendous contribution and dedication. And I would also like to welcome our new undergraduate director, Dr. LaVonna Lewis, who will certainly carry on the great momentum of this excellent program. LaVonna? And I would also like to recognize Connie Rogers, who is just completing, and listen to this, her 50 years of service at USC. She began her career in 1963, before all of you were born, where she worked for the International Public Administration Center in the Price School. Soon after her arrival, she assumed the position of the executive assistant to the dean and has served every dean since, and I think it's like 7 or 8 deans. Seven deans Connie has served. So she sees me as kind of just a passing phenomenon. In fact, when alumni return to the school, their first stop is not to see their former professors or the dean of the school. Their first stop is to come and visit Connie Rogers. So please join me in congratulating Connie. Thank you, Connie. In addition, I would like to recognize 2 students who have had exceptional achievements this year and deserve special recognition. Will Michael Garagos and Bryson Sean Nellum please join me on the stage? Michael's leadership was recognized this past year by his election as the USC student body president. His interest in governance started in 2nd grade, he says. Throughout his time at USC, he has expanded leadership opportunities for undergraduates, initiated many resolutions, and rebranded the undergraduate student government through the effective use of social media. Michael will be attending law school in the fall, and we want to thank you and congratulate you, Michael. We look forward to perhaps seeing you in the White House or some other major position in the future. So please join me in congratulating Michael. Bryson Nellum carried the U.S. flag at the closing ceremonies of the 2012 Olympics in London, where he also won a silver medal in track, a remarkable accomplishment in itself. But he has a story behind that medal. His winning performance followed actually a long period of rehabilitation after suffering from gunshot wounds to his legs in 2008 and a prognosis of never running competitively again. His Trojan resilience and determination is a true inspiration about what can be possible for each of us. In a visit to the White House last fall, the President of the United States said to him, "You inspire me." Bryson, let me echo the President's words on behalf of all of us. You are an inspiration. We are proud to call you a Price School alumnus, and we wish you further success in the 2016 Olympics in Rio. Now, for all of our graduates today, I certainly commend you for this shining achievement, but I also want to thank each of you. We have learned from you as you have learned from us. During your time with us, you have invigorated our school through your energy, ideas, enthusiasm, and especially hope for the future. Our school, the USC Saul Price School of Public Policy, is one of the oldest and highest ranking schools of public affairs in the nation. I am proud to say that this past year we were ranked number 6 in the country according to U.S. News and World Report rankings. Our school first opened its doors in 1929. Over the past 8 decades, our school has distinguished itself as a great institution that has made a vital impact in many generations. And there are 3 things that I hope you take away from your experience at the Price School, among others. The first is a state-of-the-art knowledge of your respective fields of inquiry, including the ability to conduct rigorous analysis, think critically, and ask important questions. As a professional school, this knowledge includes connection between theory and the community of practice. Second, is a strength of character and sense of who you are as a person. We have sought to develop the leadership and personal skills of courage, stamina, creativity, empathy, and integrity. It's not only knowledge that gives you a life of success, it's also who you are and what your character is. And third is a commitment to service and the community, to giving back and caring about those around you. Overall, we looked to you as the future leaders who will tackle complex governance and policy issues, and who will plan and develop and build better communities for the future. Our school's namesake, philanthropist and entrepreneur Saul Price, exemplified these very 3 characteristics. Saul Price is widely remembered as a highly capable businessman who founded Price Club, which later emerged and became Costco. But he was much more than a great businessman who revolutionized the retail industry. He also started Price Charities, a nonprofit that helped revitalize low-income urban areas through community development initiatives that included affordable housing, healthcare, transportation, employment, and retail. And he played an important role in the founding of the Urban Institute and the Center for Budget and Policy Priorities to influence national public policy. But, in addition, Saul Price had a strong character. He was willing in the 1950s to stand up against discrimination against African Americans in Texas when it was unpopular to do so. And he also stood up for a livable wage and good benefits for workers in the retail industry when cutting benefits and paying below the minimum wage was the popular way to go. So Saul Price had the technical knowledge and business acumen. He had the character to care about those around him, and he had the sense to invest in Price Charities and make a difference in communities in San Diego and elsewhere. You chose USC Price because you wanted to get a college degree, but I also hopefully because you share in our school's vision of a better world. And now is your time to turn that vision into reality, to turn knowledge into action. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the passing of a truly inspiring figure in American history, African-American abolitionist and heroic humanitarian Harriet Tubman. She simply yet profoundly stated that every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars, to change the world. Harriet Tubman was living proof that one person's actions have the power to transform the lives of countless others and even to shape the future. And I have every confidence that you also have the potential strength, patience, and passion to leave an indelible impression on the world. And that's what I challenge you to do. Each of you has the capabilities to advance the mission of our school and carry on the legacy of its namesake. Thus, in the years ahead, it is our hope that you will focus on making a difference for the common good, not just on making a profit, although I hope you make a profit as well. Build companies and organizations that create wealth, but also value employees, customers, and stakeholders. Create healthcare programs to improve efficiency and quality, while also benefiting the less fortunate and the chronically ill. Promote policies that support growth while also protecting the environment locally and globally. And develop residential and commercial real estate that fosters economic development as well as community, a sense of place, and infrastructure for a sustainable future. And work toward more inclusive definitions of community. As you make the transition from becoming students to leaders in your respective fields, I'd like to share with you some words of wisdom for you to keep in mind. President John F. Kennedy famously said that leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. The best leaders never stop learning. Don't ever be satisfied with what you know, but always keep the hunger to learn what you don't know. Education is a lifelong process, and this curiosity fuels entrepreneurship and innovation. And so I encourage you to be lifelong learners. The moment has arrived for you to leave us and make your way through the new and exciting professional challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Today, you graduate and become USC alumni. The Price School alone has more than 16,000 domestic and international alumni in 46 countries around the world. All Price School graduates embrace a true Trojan spirit. They have started their own foundations and companies, planned and developed new communities, served as mayors and council members, run political campaigns, held presidential cabinet appointments, managed public and nonprofit agencies, made movies, played professional sports, served as ambassadors, and defended our country. And as all of you move forward in life as alumni, we hope you will maintain strong ties to USC and to our school. Please remember that you are always welcome members of the Trojan family, which is one of the most powerful, engaged university networks in the world. The Trojan family will support you and help you in a variety of ways. It's formed through this common background. It grows through the commitment of its members to each other. There will be many occasions for you to give back by serving as volunteers and mentors, as well as, we hope, employers of future students. I also encourage you to attend our annual Guardian Awards dinner and stay connected with us as a group also. We look forward to a continuing relationship with you. As new students join our program in the future, they're really going to look to you, the recent alumni, for inspiration and support. So again, congratulations. I wish you the very best in all your endeavors, and I look forward to learning of all your future accomplishments. Congratulations and thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce today's keynote speaker, Mr. Rick Caruso. Come with a reputation. Rick Caruso is the founder and CEO of Caruso Affiliated, one of the largest privately held real estate companies in the U.S., which manages a remarkable portfolio of outdoor retail, entertainment, and industrial properties nationwide. Here in Southern California, Caruso Affiliated owns and manages properties such as The Grove, the Americana at Brand, the Commons at Calabasas, the Promenade at Westlake, and Waterside at Marina del Rey. Beyond his business endeavors, Rick also boasts an impressive record of public service. He is a past president of the LA Police Commission and commissioner for the Department of Water and Power. In addition, he is a dedicated philanthropist, especially in supporting the new Caruso Catholic Center at USC and also in the areas of education, healthcare, and underprivileged youth. Rick is a familiar face to many of us in the USC family through his service on the USC Board of Trustees and as a longtime member of the Price School's Board of Counselors. I should also note that Rick is a proud Trojan alumnus, and today he becomes the proud parent of a USC Price School graduate, Alex Caruso. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rick Caruso.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Dean Knott, and faculty and friends, graduates, congratulations. I'm going to spend a couple minutes, not too long, sharing my thoughts with you because you are graduating from one of the greatest universities in the world. And I don't just say that, but it's true. And the Price School is clearly one of the greatest schools within this university. And you have achieved a lot. And by virtue of your being here today, you're part of a very select group of people. And it's a stepping stone, and it's going to move you forward. And yes, you know you're fortunate. But I just want to give you one statistic that puts it in perspective. If you take the population of the entire world, less than 7% have a degree. Certainly much less than that from a university like Southern California. So you're sitting in a privileged position, not only from a global perspective, but from a historical one. You've made it. And I am convinced from a business standpoint that your generation has greater opportunities than any time in the history of this world. You live in a world actually with unlimited opportunities, but also that comes with a host of personal responsibilities. So I'm not going to waste your time today to talk about how to be successful. I'm not even sure I'm qualified to tell you how to be successful. I sat next to a young man on the podium today at graduation that had a perfect GPA. I turned to him and I said, if you added up all of my grades over 4 years, they didn't add up to your GPA. Unbelievable. There's a lot of smart people in this world. There's a lot of smart people in this world, in this room. But what I want to do is I want to talk to you about something I think is much more important, and that's how to be happy. Happiness and success are not the same. And if you don't believe this to be true, I'd be surprised if you haven't met somebody who looks and acts and probably is very successful by all measures, but maybe isn't happy. Maybe that person is in this room. At one point in my life, it was me. To find real happiness in your lives, regardless of what you've accomplished, I believe you need to have the right balance of three things. That's your career, your family, and your service. And in the years ahead, your lives are going to become more complex. You'll be asked to juggle more competing demands for your time. And from time to time, the reality is you're human and you're going to drop the ball. So in one area or another, you're going to fail, and that's life. But over time, you can still be happy if you bring those three things into a daily balance. So the first is your career. Very simple. Do what you want to do. I think there's so many people in the world today that spend their time looking behind to make sure that they're doing what other people want them to do versus what you want to do. And you really just need, as simple as it sounds, to ask yourself, what are your dreams? Not what should they be, but what are they? What makes you happy? What are you passionate about? What do you get excited about when you wake up in the morning? The simple reality is, whether it's my business or any other business that you decide to go into, it's extremely competitive, right? So you're going to go into a world, and if you want to be competitive and be successful, you're going to have to wake up every morning being happy, because the happy person doing their job is going to outposition you. You saw Jimmy Iovine today speak. I've known Jimmy for a long, long time. One of the most successful people in his category of business. And I can tell you, knowing Jimmy, he loves what he does. He's not only smart, he not only works hard, that's only part of it. He wakes up every morning with a passion about doing what he does. And that's why he's the best at what he does. As he was talking about today, as the music industry changed, and although he felt down about it, tried to keep it the same, his passion and his love for that industry got him ahead of it. Think about how many people did the same thing Jimmy Iovine did. I don't know of one, as the industry has changed. And that was because of his love for that industry. So I hope for all of you, you don't follow that well-worn path, that you go down through disappointment. I was a lawyer as a background. I graduated from law school, I practiced law, was practicing with the largest law firm in the United States called Finley Cumble Wagner. It was a great firm, did corporate securities, and by all measures I was successful. But I can tell you I wasn't happy. The largest law firm in the United States, Finley Cumble, it literally crumbled. We were given our last paycheck without warning. I went home, I had just gotten married, I was devastated. You walk home to your bride and say, congratulations, you're married to a guy that doesn't have a job. And I started thinking about what other law firms I should apply to. And it was my wife, Tina, in her wisdom that said, you love real estate, now's your opportunity. Go do it. And I was scared to death, but I did it. Me and my assistant started this company. She was my secretary at the law firm, and we grew it from there. And she stayed with me for about 5 or 6 years. No projects, no idea of what I was going to do, other than I had a passion for real estate. And there I was, finally following my dream. And it wasn't just a job, it became a vocation. And when it becomes a vocation, you actually do better than anybody else in your industry. The second thing I want to talk to you about is family. Everybody talks about family, but you need to have a balance in your life with family. In fact, what I believe is that family will balance you. And there's a great story that somebody told me the other day. It was somebody in my industry that was saying that he's working hard, he's got 3 kids, he doesn't feel he's as competitive as a lot of people in the industry because he spends so much time taking care of the family and having to work for the family and be with the family. And a lot of the people that he's competing with are single, they don't have the family. But what he said to me was a remarkable statement. He said, my family is heavy, and all of my competitors are climbing this mountain. And I'm going to climb that mountain carrying my family, as heavy as they are. And it's going to be slow, and it's going to take me more time. But the advantage that I have is when I get to the top of that mountain, I'm going to be able to share the view with my family. The most cherished moments you will have in your life when you're successful is sharing it with your family. You will be on rapid speed forward as you leave this university because you are all smart, you're passionate, and you're eager. But I really, really hope that through whatever the process is you go, you don't leave your family behind that's sitting behind you today, and you take time for the family that you're going to create. One is we all stand on the shoulders of others, and it's important to know where we came from. My grandfather, who immigrated here, came from Italy. His first stop was in Philadelphia, a little town called Uniontown. He was a dynamiter in a coal mine. How's that for a job? Can you imagine? That's your job every day, crawling down a coal mine, putting in dynamite. And one day he said, I need to move my family west where there's some sunshine. My father was born in the mining camp. He came out west for the sunshine, became a gardener. Those are my roots. I'm proud of my roots. It humbles me. It holds me down. It gives me strength. We should all know our roots. Take the time to understand your narrative at the same time you're creating your own, because it will ground you. And research has shown that the happiest people are the people that stay close to their families. And the last I want to talk to you about is service. You can call it service, you can combine it with faith. Why did we, Tina and I, decide to donate a Catholic center at USC? We feel strongly about our faith. Now, whatever your faith may be, it could be faith in a God, it could be faith in yourself, it could be faith in the almighty dollar. That's up to you to decide what your faith is in. I'd recommend something higher than the almighty dollar. But the biggest part of faith to me is about service. And as you pursue your individual careers, just as Dean Knott said, make sure you give back. And let me give you an example that has a payoff. Back in 1992, I was building my first project. It was on the corner of Los Cienega and Burton Way. Right now there's a Loehmann's there. I had no idea what I was doing in retail. I had no idea what I was doing in development. But as we were under construction, there was an elderly lady that was walking down the sidewalk, and I saw her try to cross the street. And between the traffic on Los Cienega Boulevard and the construction traffic, she was having a difficult time. I walked up to her. I put my arm out. She grabbed my arm. I walked her across the street, and she said, "Thank you." Simple act of kindness. No big deal. Any of you would do that. Fast forward 10 years. I'm at the opening of the Grove. How many of you have been to the Grove? Hey, I like that. That's where you should be going after this. Fast forward, I'm at the opening of the Grove, and I go to the Chief Zoning Administrative Officer for the City of Los Angeles. He was instrumental to me. The Beverly Center down the street was working very hard to stop our project. They threw every landmine in the way because they did not want the competition. Years ago, I went to Bob and I said, "Bob, these guys are going to kill me. It's going to stop the project." And he sort of gave me the direction of how I should proceed getting the entitlements. He actually directed me to the most important issue, which was to prevent the Beverly Center from attacking us, and it put them at bay. That opened the path for me to build the Grove. And I turned to Bob and I said, "Bob, why would you have done that 10 years ago? You went above and beyond the call of duty to do that." And he turned to me and he said, 10 years ago, you walked an old lady across the street, and that was my mom." Wow. Now, I'm walking every old lady across the street. And I will tell you that one simple act of kindness changed my life, changed my career, changed the opportunities I had. But for that, the Grove probably wouldn't have been built, and I wouldn't be where I am today, or enjoy the success I have today, or the happiness I have today with my family. So I ask you, remember to give freely of your time. Remember to give freely of your talent and your treasure. You can lend a hand, or you can donate a Catholic church. It's not the size of the gift, but it's the sincerity of your behavior that really matters and really counts. There you have it. My humble advice as you graduate from the greatest university on the face of the earth. Simple rules. Follow your dreams. Remember where you came from. Give back to others. Career, service, and family. You've all been blessed. You've won the lottery of life. And now the time has come for you to use your winnings wisely. You must take all the gifts that have been given to you and embrace the world with them. You have the power and you have the opportunity to actually restore the world, to rebuild the world, to change the world. So I ask you to embrace the world. To the finest college graduates, all here, and to a member of our family, the first one in our family to graduate from college, and to each of you, may the true success of real happiness follow you wherever you go, and all of your days, and may God bless you. I thank you, I wish you good luck, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rick. I have personal experience that Rick not only talks about these things, but lives them. When I became dean, and Rick is on our school's board of counselors, and I was holding the board of counselors meeting at night. And he said, don't you think you could move that to the lunchtime or during the day? I don't want to be away from my family another night of the week. And so he lives what he speaks. I'm now pleased to introduce Bradley Ferreira, the Price School's valedictorian. A progressive degree student, Bradley is receiving both the Bachelor of Science in Public Policy Management and Planning with a concentration in urban planning, and the Master of Planning with a concentration in economic development from the Price School. He entered USC as a freshman in spring 2010 and has distinguished himself as a leader and as a scholar. In fact, he is graduating today as our valedictorian and has earned a 3.96 grade point average. So somebody here gave him an A-. I don't know who that was. At USC, he has served as a student-athlete tutor and an intern in the USC Sports Information Department. During the 2011-2012 academic year, he served as vice president of the USC Hawaii Club. And during summer of 2012, he was an intern at the Kamehameha School's Commercial Real Estate Division in Honolulu. There he constructed RFAs and the school property records, created site maps and marketing reports using GIS software, and audited rent rolls for various school properties. After spending the summer in Hawaii working at a local planning firm, Bradley will return to the Price School to complete his Master of Planning. Please welcome Bradley to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Knott, for the kind introduction. Good morning, professors, Price faculty, families, and my fellow classmates. Today is undoubtedly an exciting day for all of us. We are gathered here this morning to celebrate achievement, dedication, and years of hard work. Indeed, after many hours of reading, writing papers, studying for exams, and preparing for presentations, we have finally reached this special moment in our lives. But before we eagerly take that next step, let us take a few moments to look back and recognize a few individuals that have helped us along our journey. First, our families. As Rick said, you are the foundation and the very reason that we are here today as proud, soon-to-be USC alumni. Personally, I've been blessed to be surrounded by a loving, caring, and supportive family. And I know that my classmates share these same thoughts. Therefore, moms, dads, siblings, grandparents, and any other family members in attendance here today, thank you for your never-ending guidance and support, whether it be emotionally, financially, or physically. Although our appreciation may not have been obvious, the small things you did for us, like sending care packages full of goodies from back home, always brightened up a rough day. We are, and always will be, grateful for the sacrifices that you've made, which have allowed us to become the individuals that we are today. We hope that we have and will continue to make you proud. Next, professors. Your commitment to academic excellence has shown us how to become successful students and prepared professionals. Even though it may not have been apparent at the time, we know that the knowledge you instilled in us has prepared us for the next step in our academic or professional lives. Thus, as difficult as it may be to admit, we are grateful for the many hours of course reading, writing, and studying. Classmates, whatever and wherever that next step is, let us not forget the common bond that we all share. We all came to USC at different times, for different reasons, pursuing different goals, and coming from different backgrounds. Yet for one reason or another, we chose USC, and more specifically, the Price School. The classes that we've taken and the time spent working together will always be memorable. As alumni, we will always share a unique relationship with one another and this school, It is my hope that we work to strengthen these relationships, which define what it means to be a part of the Trojan family. As we go our separate ways, I want you all to know that we are more than capable of becoming successful. The late John Wooden, who coached at that high school across town, once defined success as the peace of mind which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing that you did all you could to become the best that you are capable of becoming. In other words, to Coach Wooden, success was not measured by salary or a job title or the square footage of a house. To Coach Wooden, success was a personal indicator that you did your best. From a young age, I was blessed to learn a similar lesson. Many years ago, the best man I've ever known said, "Son, the only thing that I will ever ask of you is that you do your best in everything that you do." Those words have stuck with me ever since, and I've always tried to apply them in everything that I've done, whether it be school, work, or in athletic competitions. In terms of measurable indicators of success, I have no doubt that we will all become successful individuals in whatever personal and professional endeavors that we take. However, I want to challenge us to become successful on our own terms. The great thing about Coach Wooden's definition of success is that you, and only you, know if you've been successful. It is my hope that you join me in constantly striving for that peace of mind that is the direct result of the self-satisfaction in knowing that we did everything possible to become the best that we are capable of becoming. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bradley. You know, yesterday we had an award ceremony in which we honored those students who had achieved academic excellence over this past year. So at this time, I'd like to just take a moment and ask the award recipients, anyone who received the award yesterday in our ceremony, to please stand and be recognized by everyone here. Please stand. Congratulations to each and every one of you. So now is the time to recognize the hard work of each and every one of the graduates. And David Sloan, will you please join me at the podium? We will now call up each student individually and hand out we're going to hand out the diploma covers. Actual diplomas will be mailed in about 4 to 6 weeks, so they're in the mail.
Dean Knott, I'm immensely proud to present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Policy, Planning, and Development, and the Bachelor of Science in Public Policy, Management, and Planning. Candidates, please stand and approach the podium.
Bryson Nellam. Kelsey Manker. Grace Jing. Catherine Haynes. Catherine Maslechko. Nicholas James Leathers. Sarah Kim. Tiffany Kane. Cameron Hargitay. Mark Brown. Raghav Agarwal. Joey Julian Jones. Tanner Jansen. Catherine Shelton. Chandler Larson. Ryan Lanny. Daniela Bedell. Dmitry Beshkov. Alex Haas. Spencer Borisov. Cole Banabbi. Andy Hayes. Jackie Choi. Juliet Kim.
That's a key, by the way.
DJ Morgan. Patrick Cole Jameson.
How would I miss it?
Michael Spezia. James Michael Lee. Byron Burhell. Jake Hamblin. Oliver Gabay. Patrick John Martinez. Michael Helfrich. Matthew Hizamoto. Esther Kim. Crystal Naomi Garcia. Ruth Lay. Rosa Caitlin Fitzgerald Brummel. Morgan Quirk. Jennifer Wong. Sue Kang. Jonathan Pondo Ocon. Richard Holzer.
Yeah!
James William Clune Chicolo. Jesus Herrera. David Cortez. Edgar Escobedo. Alex Sherrod. Mike Greco. Alexander Joseph Caruso.
Donald Gorsh. Oh, sorry, I'll do it again. Donald Gorsh. Kenny Liu. Ekawat Seiji. Iris Liu. Darnell Bing. Hang Lean John. Jade Smith. London Gage. Joshua Ball. Wade Kuesder.
Devin Andres Deloney Forte.
Okay.
Devin Deloney Forte. Andrew Wagner. Jack Massey, Alan Udeem, Brian Levion, Josh Udut, Omar Lopez, Quincy Newell, Aaron Rabanian, Mitchell Jaw, Saki Tahari, Thomas Avery, Stephen Siri, Michael Gill, Brandon Sasunian, Michael Hoskins, Michael Muccioni, Jesse Acosta, Justin Rubin, Dominique Sardo, Nicolina McCall, Amber McCall, Kyle Nakazaki, Bradley Furuya, Jason Myers, Michael Garagos, Niaz Peruvan, Yuriko Josso, Esther Kim, Matthew Vine. Let's give a round of applause to the graduates of our undergraduate program.
Okay, will everybody please stand? To the faculty and staff, proud parents, relatives and friends, I proudly present to you the Price School of Public Policy. Graduates, you may now take your tassels to the left side. Congratulations and good luck. Let me congratulate all the graduates one more time. Thank you.